Hello, this video is sponsored by Freewell. Now I have the opportunity to do a review for some ND filters that I received. I have received the Everyday 3-pack with a CPL, UV and a mist filter, and the Standard Day 3-pack with an ND8, ND16 and an ND32 filter. I've used them for my DJI action cameras and they give you a more of a cinematic look. They will add a motion blur. The ND filters, when it comes to ND8, ND16 and ND32, they basically are just sunglasses for your drone, for your camera, for your action camera. Then you have a UV filter. A UV filter is basically just a layer of protection. And then you have a mist filter. The mist filter, I have no clue what it does. So I'm going to stop the video now and then have a look on the Google what a mist filter actually is. A mist filter is, it creates a mist, basically exactly what it says. If you are filming a person standing in the distance and there's a light next to them, that light will have an extra cinematic layer of mist around it. It will just amplify the glare of a specific light that you have in the distance. Or if you are filming on a bright sunny day, it will make it look a little bit more hazy. So now enough rambling about this. Let's start using it. I still haven't opened these. So when you open a package, you can already see there is a manual on how to do it. So you can see the manual is actually on the inside of the packaging. You need to put a filter or a ring on it, on the lens, and that should then give you the ability to magnetically connect your filters, which is great. I'm just curious how good that will hold up when you, for example, crash your drone. Then we have the box, which is a very nice box, to be honest. You clip it open, and then here are your ND filters. So now the ring is on the drone, as you can see. And if we now want to add a filter, and it's super easy, you just hold it in front, boop. Yep, let's go outside. So now we're at a nice spot to test some ND filters. As you can see, the drone's right here, and you're gonna see the drone footage from the Neo 2. Okay, so let's do the ND filters. We have ND8, and the advantage is you just ploop it on and you're done. And if we now, for example, turn around and we do everything on manual, what I normally have, so lowest ISO, and I'm filming at 60 FPS, so I should use 120. And if you look now, the shot is perfectly fine. It's a little bit underexposed, but if I now turn it around, it is overexposed. So the ND filter I have now is okay in this specific setting, but we can go a little bit lower, which would be the ND16. And the reason why I would prefer to put everything on manual is so you don't really have color shifts or shifts in where the sensor is trying to compensate for bright or dark areas. So your shot is pretty constant, and it captures the brightness and all that kind of stuff. It will also add a bit more of a cinematic feel with an ND filter. You get more of a motion blur on things that fly by, for example, or drive by. Okay, we have an underexposure of 0.2. Let's put it on ISO 200. And what I prefer is I prefer to have a little bit more underexposed than overexposed. Okay, there's a car coming. See if we can track it. And see if we can add a little bit of a motion blur. Ah, pretty good, I would say. So that is ND16. The type of filter I'm specifically using is on screen. And I wish I had my sunglasses, because that would make me looking directly into the sunlight in front of me a bit easier, because I can't see anything. And that's what ND filters do. They're basically just sunglasses for your camera, or drone in this case. Here we have ND32. And that's how easy it is to swap them. And again, now we have ISO 200. So if we put it on 100, we have underexposure. And yeah, it's basically they're basically just sunglasses with a different shade of how much light they let through. There's a car coming. And a train behind me. Another car. Let's see if we can capture some motion blur. No, do not return to home. Let's swap out the battery. Let's stop the footage. Remove the ND filter first. What I also recommend, when you start your drone, make sure you first have your drone boot up and then put the ND filter on it, because I've noticed that when I start my drone with an ND filter, it keeps like trying to compensate for it. Okay, now we're gonna go over to the other filters, which is the CPL, the mist filter and the UV filter. Press record, because I keep forgetting that. And then go up. Hi. Okay, we are recording. We are gonna put on the first filter, which is the mist. And you can see that it smooths out the picture a little bit on days like this. At least that's what they are intended to be doing. We are in normal mode. There's a car coming, going the other way. So a mist filter, I think they're going to be very cool, like during the evenings when there's like lights of cars or traffic lights, street lights, because it will add a more cinematic mist around lights and stuff. And again, it also smooths out the picture a little bit. But yeah, I'm not sure in what. They're not really useful at this particular moment. It's also hard to see on my phone how much of a difference it actually makes. And then we have the CPL filter. We can actually test it with the car over there. I dropped it. Oh no, I didn't. So remove the filter, put it on. So a CPL filter is supposed to cancel out reflections a little bit. You can use them for water to make the water look better, but they should also be handy for cars. So for example, now you can easily see through the car who is in that thing. See, there we go. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, of course. And then we have the last filter, which is a UV filter, which basically is a layer protection, as I said before. So it doesn't really do anything, it just protects your sensor. Let's put it on sport mode. So it basically just protects your sensor. That's about it. And when I'm, for example, following my my bike in the dust, then then it can come in handy, of course, because it will actually protect the lens from any dust or scratches maybe, but it doesn't really do much, as in it doesn't change the image quality or the picture itself. So yeah, that's the ND filters. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to say about it. I tested every single filter, and well, the use cases would be, in my case, it's just sunglasses for your drone. It helps with more cinematic shots. It will add a bit more motion blur into movement. So if you are interested in one of these two filters, check the description down below. I have an affiliate link and I have the link down below that shows you which filters I exactly have. If you have any questions, ask them down below. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you like it, leave a dislike if you didn't like it, and till next time. Fucking trains.